Hi everyone, it's again LevCohen with some new patch rundowns. This time it's 9.8 and we are here at the MSI 2019 patch. So let's get directly into it. Champions Amumu. Passive damage increased, Q cooldown decreased. Amumu now follows enemy hit by Q if they move while he's mid-flight. Okay, so what will happen? In some low elo parts he will be like really awesome. Cross target, take an additional percentage magic damage as true damage. So he has 13% more magic damage. If you build him AP, it's huge. If you stay tank, it will still be huge. You could be useful to your team, don't forget it. Q bandage does cooldown from 16 to 8 seconds, from 12 to 8. So actually it's already useful at level 1. Actually it's huge. If you go full tank in your low elo scrap solo Q game, with the first Q you already have a big cooldown. With 8 seconds and cooldown cap, you can all throw it couple of times in a team fight. Really amazing. And of course Amumu now follows his target for up to a reasonable distance from where he casts bandage toss, in case targets get out of the stun before he arrives. So Ezreal cannot run anymore from him, LeBlanc cannot run anymore from him, even a Maokai with a W cannot run from him. Really good changes. It will also help you to clear the jungle more faster. A pick to look for if you want to get out of your low elo, you play jungle, you need a straight up tank with a lot of CC, pick Amumu. Camille, base attack speed increase. Camille's attack speed nerf at the end of last year slowed her gameplay in the jungle, but also left her weaker in lane. We are buffing it back up since we don't expect it to make her swing too strong in either roles. So from 0.625 to 0.644. Every change for Camille is good. I personally don't like the champion. I don't like her playstyle. In every case, you should be aware now that Camille can proc her Q with auto attack reset much faster. So already at level 1 she's gonna be a bigger threat. Is she good again in top lane? I don't think, with a lot of Conqueror abusers. Camille right now not in every matchup it's right. In jungle kinda yeah. So Cassiopeia. E cost decreased at later ranks. With the recent increases to her Q and W Monacos, we find that Cassio is having trouble staying afloat in lane and in mid-game skirmishes. Since Emax on Cassio makes for a great and aggressive playstyle anyways, we are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, E Twin Fang from 80 mana to 40 to 60 mana. Actually, before that you were maxing W, but actually W is not here to do any damage. It just needs to be there to help you to control the enemy and his placements. So actually the buffs are pretty fine. She will not be overpowered. In any case, stay out of it, you cannot play it. Scrubs. W damage and slow stun duration increased. E cost flattened at all ranks. So Fiora buffs. It's fucking great. So we are rewarding Fiora when she successfully outplays her opponent, making it easier for her to wave clear and take turrets without running out of mana in the middle of taking 1 down. So W riposte. Slow stun durations from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. Damage from 90 to 250 to 110, 270 plus 1.0 ability power. Okay, and the blade work cost from 40 to 60 to 40. It's really great because right now this is a huge spike on level 3. Like when you get 2 good vitals, actually it's amazing because on level 3 you can try to go all in, be aggressive, and you can save yourself with a riposte. What's really good for the right now matchups, because you have a Hecarim in the top lane apparent, you always have Drax as a possibility. A lot of tanks with CC. Actually, it's really amazing, and I suggest try Fiora top lane, level 3 all in. Conquerors, of course. Gnad, air cooldown decreased. More throwing people against wall when Gnad is big and angry. Air Gnad 120 to 80, 90 to 60, 30. It's not big of a change. Yeah, it's nice. You can use it in lane, for example, because 90 and 60 seconds cooldown is where you are sometimes still in the laning phase. It's top lane. It's an island for itself. Does it the 30 seconds make a difference? No. It's just some fucking imagination from some writer who says, yeah, come, let's give Gnar buff. No, actually it's not big buff. Forget it. Gnar still the same. Jhin. Each trap duration increased, traps recharge faster at later ranks. Air damage multiplier increased at level up, tooltip correct. We are buffing Jhin's traps and ultimate. Yeah. He actually doesn't need both of them. The ultimate, okay, but we will see. E captive audience. Trap duration 3 minutes, that's nice for early game. Because you can get more vision, you can put them more, you can be more reliable on your traps. Trap recharge, one trap every 28 to 24 from 28 to 16 seconds. Actually, if you get to late game, yeah, late game. Before that, nah, it's not a change because you're not maxing E, you have no reason to do it. Air curtain call, damage multiplier 1 to 3.5 to 1 to 4.0 based on target's missing health. It's good. A buff to his R is always good. Is he good in this meta right now? No, he isn't, because if you have too much hyper carries in the horizon, you still always have Sivir. So you have Vayne, Caitlyn. Right now Jhin needs some other love, but the buffs are correct, they're good. Kyle. Base attack damage, armor, attack speed ratio decreased. He attack. Kyle ascends based on level and air ranks. Yeah, fuck Klepto. For a champion who's supposed to have a risky and weak early game, in relation to how powerful she becomes late game. Kyla is succeeding early too often. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. Changes to her base stats will keep her weaker early, and when she ascends later compared to before. Also shoot out to the elixir of skill and your lucker dog who saw it drop enough to use the strat. So elixir of skill, it's useless, no. Like every time. Fuck laptop. Base stats. Attack damage from 52 to 50, armor 28 to 26. Attack speed from 0.695 to 667. So ascensions are now based on Carol's level and skill points. So what I want to say is it's great because right now top Kyle, it's just 2 armors, it's just 2 AD, but it's a really good nerf for her laning phase against some AD bruisers, some AD assassins, and some tanks. Is she good late game? Of course. AP, AD, if you want to play her crit, off tank, I think Kyla is still good in late game, but now her early game is much more abusable. So I find the changes good. She was all fucking too strong. Shadow Assassin cooldown decreased. Who the fuck plays Shadow Assassin anymore? Yeah, below ELLO scrubs. So, Shadow Assassin has almost always been overshadowed by Ras. We're hoping that by doubling down on Shadow Assassin's signature mobility, Kayn players will have more of an option when deciding between the two. So, Shadow Assassin's cooldown 21 to 13 to 8 seconds at all ranks. 8 seconds at all ranks. When you think that now every item has cooldown, almost everything, but every lethality item what you use on Shadow Assassin, you will get a 4.5 second cooldown at all ranks of Shadow Step in the late game, and it's actually really amazing because you can almost toggle the walls. The only problem is that the cooldown goes on cooldown when you exit Shadow Step, so 4 seconds are still amazing, but not for this Kayn. You always have to go Rust much better. Mastery is now ghosted during air. I have nothing against Mastery. We're modernizing Mastery's ultimate to be in line with similar powerful long duration movement speed buff type spells released in the present. Air Highlander. New Patrick Swayze, yeah. Mastery can now move through units during Highlander. It's obnoxious, it's disgusting that a Mastery is fed when he turns his R on and you're an IAD carrier, for example. You can Alt F4. Fuck it. The buffs are nice. Like I said, I'm not against him. I'm actually maybe a bit of a fan of Mastery, but every buff to him is just disgusting and destroys every solo queue game. So Padma Ban for this patch from my side. Nautilus. Passive root duration increase, Q damage increase. Oh great, I like Nautilus. The Nautilus buff to end all Nautilus buffs. We promise. Passive staging bro. So the root duration from 0.5 to 1.5 goes now from 0.75 to 1.5. Actually, before you had that level 11, 1 second. And you always need a huge time, for example, as support Nautilus to come to that part of the game where you get level 11. Now you have it at level 6. That means you're all in bot lane, for example, in top lane. There's also some queues with mid Nautilus, what I'm a fan of. I always said play tanks in mid lane if you don't know what you want. And this is amazing. Q dredge line from 80 to 240 to 100 to 280. 0.9 ability power. Go mid lane, take a proto belt. Go full tank. You will be disgusting. Disgusting. Really nice changes to Nautilus. I'm a big fan of it. Maybe he appears also in top lane. Ornn. Oh, I love Ornn. Living Forge, Forgefarer Cape, Frozen Fist and Inferno Mass base stats increased. We want Ornn to be stronger, but in a way that's unique to him. As such, we are bulking up the item that came out of his passive to strengthen him late game. So let's see. Health increased for and armor. Sunfad, yes. Frozen Fist, yes. Infernal Mask, oh god, yes. Actually, that makes Ornn the perfect, almost perfect, you always have Cyan, almost perfect tank in top lane. Because Forgefarer Cap, first item in AD matchups, second item in a game. Infernal Mask, first item in AP matchups. If necessary, go for it. Frozen Fist against a full AD team, second item. You can both upgrade them, or this, it's amazing. Go on. Renekton. Base health, attack speed growth and armor growth round up. Q healing versus champion increased. Naja. Get off here decimals, we only like whole numbers for this crocodile. No effect attack speed growth still has decimals. Base stats. Health 575. Nice. Attack speed growth 2.7. Oh, armor growth 4. Okay. Healing versus champions from 9 to 27 to 12 to 36. Empowered healing 27 to what? Late game buffs. Healing cap 200 to 600. Recently they fucked up because they were playing with the auto attack reset animations by some champions, and they completely fucked up Renekton. But these changes are nice because they give him some safety. Of course they make him even stronger in early game, but they give him some safety for a late game team fight where he has to go all in, where he has to fuck up the backline, because right now the low elo split push, like guys, do you really know what split push means? Of course not. Sejuani, W damage ratio increased. Small buffs to her scaling should help Sejuani's clear speed, gank potential and teamfight presence without marking her to overwhelming in all 3 fields. Winter's Breath. First cast ratio 2% of suggests myself. Second cast ratio is oh. Yeah, they're coming back with the big tank buffs. But actually, I find it okay. Nothing overwhelmed, I just find it okay. She needs some love. I like to see her in my team. I don't know how to play her, to be honest. I'm not. If I play jungle, I play Ivern. Look how I look. What do you expect from me? Since base health regen increased, W slow increased, E cost decreased. I hate them. Changes to items like Dark Seal have been indirectly weakening Singed. Along with his general weakness to range top lane champion, he's seen better days. This buff will help compensate for Singe's past reliance on Dark Seal and let him cast Fling more often without having to go back to base. So health regen from it's okay. Mega adhesive slow 60. Oh, disgusting. Disgusting. 60% slow. If you get counter picked by a Singed main and you took a melee matchup, for example, a Fiora, a Jax, they have their gap closers, but the W, good changes for Singed main, disgusting for the game. Next that we have up is Trundle. Q bonus damage increased, late air cooldown increased. So, amazing. Amazing. Q jump from 20 to 80 to 20 to 100. Great. You max Q. Amazing change. Actually, you have air subjugate 110 to 70 to 100 to 80. Trundle was already really good in sub top lane matchups. If you ask me, in every elo, especially in low elo, you can always pick Trundle in top lane in every matchup. In seriously every matchup. Maybe not Jax. Maybe not Jax. And for sure not Singed. But Trundle is amazing. I love the champion. Take him top lane. Go for lifesteal. Build off tank. You use due to your team. Ulti their tank. It's amazing. Amazing change. I love them. Trundle jungle also. Now a lot stronger. Z. Q damage decrease. W cooldown increased. Of course. The only assassin that I can play and they fuck him up. We're reducing Zed's burst potential a bit and giving him opponents more chance to catch him. Fair enough. Q Razor Shuriken. From 90 to 130 to 80. It's fine. It's fine. What should I say? Living Shadow from 20 to 14. Yeah, it's okay. It's still okay. Items. Blackwater Cutlass. Cost increase. So 200. It's actually not a big change, but some other carries like Lucian, like Vayne, Twitch for example, the Ashe, they're all relying on the Blade of the Ruined King. And the thing is that you really have to think that they're getting much easier to the parts of the item they have a bad back than the other side of carry who crit ADCs who wait for the first back for a BS sword, ideally. So actually these nerfs are pretty good. I'm not a fan of the item. Combined cost decreased. Okay, it's already fine. It's cheaper. Akali, yeah. Bramble Vest. Grief wounds duration increased. Oh, thank God. Making Bramble Vest's grief wounds duration consistent with the effect on other items. It's good. It's a really good change for the tank meta. I'm a fan of tanks. So, what it does is, its duration is 3 seconds. That will fuck up a lot of champions, and I love it. I just love it. If you're in a bad AD matchup on top, if you play a tank, rush Bramble Vest. Against Mundo, rush Bramble Vest. The thing is, it's amazing. Right now, if you play tanks, consider it. third, fourth item, really good for late game. Minion and monster aura damage increased. 300 bonus magic damage. It's actually great because we talked about Amumu in the beginning of the patch, and now 300% bonus magic damage to minions and monsters. That means that with his passive he will have an amazing, a lot better clear. Unfortunately, Amumu is too dependent on the blue buff. Storm Razor. Energized effects increase and slow decrease decays over a longer period of time. Energized effects are increased from 30 to 35%. Nice. And the slow is from 40% decaying over 1.5 seconds. That's nice. That's nice for Kaisa mains. If you're fed, you have Infinity Edge, you have Static Shift. Go for Storm Razors. It's amazing. You can slow their whole team. Also Rapid Fire Cannon. Great synergize. Tormentor, Great Wounds. We had this. 1 to 3 seconds. Runes. Coup de Grace. No longer grants adaptive force for 10 seconds. Damage to champions increase. Simplifying. Coup de Grace to be entirely focused on dealing more damage to low head targets. Correct. Still can go for it. The tree has some, not so much potential. Avam, I don't care. Bug fix. Oh, Katos can now dance. Yeah, right. You saved the game. So let me see what we have here. Galaxy Slayer Z. Oh. Whew. I like it. Really nice. Did you saw his back animation? Amazing. No rat. Forget it. But these here are fucking amazing. They're the best Victoria skins ever. The best. I like this Fiora. I like this Fiora. By the way, I'm a One Punch Man fan, so you can imagine. Oh god, they are so amazing. So this would be this, guys. It was a pleasure to talk to you. We see us with the next patch notes. Check my channel. Right now I'm just in the beginning. I still have a lot to learn, a lot to do. I wish everybody a pleasant evening, pleasant day. Have a nice time playing, and don't forget, tanks are back. Yeah.